I'm here with Joe Condit from the National Men's Conference that will be held this year in Cincinnati, Ohio. Joe, thanks for joining me. I'd love to hear about it.
Jonathan Rumi is our headline speaker. Next to him, we've got Father Robert Spitzer from EWTN. Everyone knows his story. And he's just, if you've never seen him live, he's unbelievable. The guy is probably one of the smartest men alive in his own right. He's just an incredible inspirational speaker. And then we have NFL players, the center for the Bengals, Ted Karras, another offensive lineman from the Indianapolis Colts, used to play for him. He actually protected Peyton Manning during his
Mm.
career. Joe Reitz. We've also got the Archduke Christian Habsburg from Austria doing the first talk ever in the United States. So
Wow.
we're literally going to be making history at this event.
The Archduke is actually the grandson of Blessed Karl of Austria, and he was really the last holy monarch we had in the world. So you definitely want to be there to hear him. I mean, he's a blessed, right? On his
Right.
way to sainthood. And you
Um,
definitely want to hear from him. I've heard great things. And obviously, there's books and things like that. Obviously, there's a cult, which led to him becoming beatified in the church. So you don't want to miss
yes,
that.
that is America's chance to come see the Archduke, who is, I'm so glad you mentioned that he is the direct descendant grandson of Blessed Karl, who, as you said, was an incredibly Catholic leader. And if you don't know his story, Google it right now. Just Google Blessed Karl of Austria, and you'll learn everything. Every history buff knows that the Habsburgs of Austria are arguably the most famous royal line in human history. And many other speakers, Jeff Scheffelbein from Undivided Life in Texas is coming in. We may or may not have a few more surprises. So it's just everybody's jumping on board to be part of what's, the first annual National Catholic Men's Conference. And we're really excited about it.
That is great. So, Joe, I'm sure it's such a great endeavor to put this together. And I'm here to try to get the word out to have as many people sign up as possible. But what can people do that are watching this that are in California or different parts of the country that may not be able to come to Cincinnati for this conference?
Right. Well, we're selling virtual tickets. So only $10. You can buy a virtual ticket, watch it live, and watch it from anywhere in the world. In fact, we've already got people from Australia buy. So we're technically, like, literally now worldwide. We've gotten to Australia. They're going to be tuning in. So that's a way to do it. But, next to that, where the women can help is to invest in your man. Buy him a ticket to this event. There's nothing better than men getting together. That's what I'm passionate about, physically getting together, meeting each other, and then God takes it from there, right? And that's what this event's all about. It's more than just an event. We're building a culture, we're building a movement. And we're doing that by our partners, the Catholic Men's Leadership Alliance. They're going to be our go-to for 364 days out of the year, where we have the 365th one, but for the rest of the year for the men to be able to have a resource to connect with each other or have ways to stay in touch with their faith, they're going to provide that. We're also partnering with other resources that are going to be filling the holes for a lot of things that men, either whether they're struggling with or solutions to their own life. That's why we created this social platform. If you go to our website at nationalmensconference.com, sign up for the social platform immediately, because we actually created, built from scratch, a Facebook. It operates just like Facebook.
Hmm.
It's not Facebook, but we are going to be the first conference to lead in this way, where we're creating our own community, where the men that have attended it in person and anywhere in the world virtually can now create a profile, become friends. It'll be a way for them to get in network, stay in touch with each other, but also stay in touch with our sponsors and get the resources. Also, it's going to allow men, think about this, Ray, allow men to post their notes when live, so they can ask
Oh,
questions to our speakers live through it. Though also, as they take notes and what they took away from the speech, if they want to share that publicly, everybody in the world and in that arena can now see their notes. So we are taking many extra steps to make this well beyond just a conference. Even though it's great to hear those motivational speakers, it's really about the men connecting and bringing good guys together in such a time and that we live today. It's more important than ever.
wow, Joe, that is so great to hear. I got to say, last year when I went, I think it was the first conference I went to where I'm sure I've been to other men's conferences, right? But this was one there was like such a camaraderie and it was really incredible. So I'm going to be there join me and Joe and hundreds, hopefully thousands of other men that are going to hear these amazing talks. And then one other question. The 364 days out of the year. Can you explain that alliance or leadership thing that you were mentioning?
Absolutely. So our official partner that is creating an entire platform of educating and inspiring Catholic leaders, Christian leaders across the country, Catholic Men's Leadership Alliance. We're going to be introducing them at the event. We're going to be talking a lot about the resources they bring to the table for us. They're going to be our partner to help us carry through beyond the event until the next event. And they're and
Great.
Robert Tunmeyer, the founder over there, they're doing incredible things, and we're really excited to be locked arm with them. Another big announcement is we got our title sponsor this year, Give Send Go, came out and stepped up and became our title sponsor. If you're not familiar with Give Send Go, it's the best giving platform in the world. If you need to raise money for something, it's it. I actually helped raise money through it with a couple team out of Michigan for Mark Hawk when they were raising money
Mm,
for him in his situation when he was unjustly raided by the FBI. So it's just unbelievable. People like Give Send Go, companies like that, they're coming out of the woodwork to now help bring good men together to hear inspirational speeches about Christ. It's just absolutely, it gives me chills. So
yeah.
thanks to
So
all those people.
is Gibson Go like a GoFundMe?
I hate to say that word because I refuse to speak their name, but it's better than them. It's
Great.
exactly, I mean, to make the answer simple, it's the same exact concept. But I refuse it because of the discrimination I've
Yeah.
experienced as a Christian through that company. Yeah.
Mhm.
So Give Send Go is the only solution in the world, in my opinion.
Great. Man, learning so much here. So thank you so much, Joe. Anything else you want to share?
Yes, I want to invite every man to try and make it into Cincinnati. We got a guy that's driving in 300 miles. We've got tickets
Wow.
bought from Phoenix all the way to Boston, of course, virtually. That's the easy way to go and the way to go if you can't make it in physically. But it's going to make history. Jonathan Rumi is only speaking several times this year. He's going to start shooting season 4 of The Chosen. We were lucky enough that he chose us, so it's a really exclusive, once in a lifetime opportunity to come see him, as well as making history with the Archduke of Austria, who we
Mhm.
cannot wait to come and inspire the man. Is a wonderful, incredible, inspiring Catholic leader himself. So Father Robert Spitzer, of course, will be there. The bishops, the Archbishop of Cincinnati, is in full support. He's actually going to be starting the day off right, saying Mass as the main celebrant, and also giving an inspirational homily. And next with him is Bishop Earl Fernandez, newly ordained as of last year. He's the Bishop of the Columbus, Ohio. And if you've ever seen him speak, Ray, in my opinion, he's one of the
I,
best clergy public speakers. He's so articulate and he's so engaging. It's just, there's a lot of names that
oh
people
yeah.
are going to get introduced to, like Jeff Scheffelbein of Undivided Life, unbelievable motivational speaker. A lot of people are going to be introduced to these guys because they're coming to see Jonathan Rumi, but I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised, like they were last year. They came to see our buddy Jim Caviezel, who did an incredible job, but we're also blown away by David B. Wright of 40 Days for
Mhm.
Life and Raymond Arroyo. So that's what we do when we put these things together. We try and have something for everybody. And I think there's going to be a lot of inspiration, especially there with the pro athletes, mixed with the movie star, mixed with the clergy. I think it's definitely going to be a holistic spiritual event.
Man, Joe, I'm so glad to hear that. So thank you for coming on and sharing this. Sign up. It's going to be a day you don't want to miss. So sign up now. I'll link the website, I think, right up here, and you can sign up there. So hope you have a blessed day, and God love you.
Ray, God bless you. NationalMen'sConference.com. We'll see you there, brother.